You might spend years looking for homes in Austin and never quite find one with scenery like this one. 3 stories, 3 balconies, jaw-dropping views. I have another incredible home ready for you to tour, and we're going to get into it right now. Now, wherever you are in the world, this tour is for you. If you don't already know, my name is Keith Duble. I'm committed to bringing you the best tours in Austin. I'd love to have you as a part of our YouTube family. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you so much. And do me a favor, comment below. Let me know what you love about this house, and I will promise to respond to you to the best of my ability. Special thanks to Jeleser Mc Lennon with eXp Realty. You killed it. This listing is stunning. I absolutely love it. Thank you for letting us bring the camera in. You can see soaring ceilings in this plan, wide open concept into that lovely little kitchen space here. You have your sliders to go out to that back patio. There's a 3-story concept on this plan. This property is right around 4,430 square foot, 5 bedrooms, 6 baths. You have a half bath and 5 full. It sits on 3/10 of an acre, and it is definitely a deeper lot than it is wider lot, but it actually works perfect for this house because of how they stack it. You're going to see upstairs as we start moving around 3 balconies, 2 large balconies on the back and then a smaller one on the front, but there's views from all of them. This property is surrounded by multi-million-dollar estates that all take advantage of this incredible view. This is the chance for someone to get into this property for $2.25 million, which for the view and the scenery, you're not going to find anything like it. It's absolutely stunning. Kitchen is loaded with cabinets, lots of space. You do have your electric cooktop in here because of they don't have gas up into this part. Now you could maybe modify that to put a propane tank in there. You'd have to check with the city restrictions and requirements to make sure. But you do have a lot of symmetry. There is a wall of cabinets surrounding all of your stainless appliances here. And then behind the kitchen, you have this kind of a messy kitchen space. It doesn't have a dishwasher, but it does have a cool sink. Upper and lower cabinets. You have the cubby there for the fridge. And what an awesome place to store all your platters and dishes and cups and everything you don't want your community to see when you're having visitors over. You can go right up down the steps, up the other set of stairs, and right up those stairs on the left side on that patio in the back is your cooking station. So you can actually prep all your meat, your brisket, your ribs, whatever you want to do, and move down those steps and position yourselves right around to the back and set all your things on the back. And I can't wait to show you that grill station in the back, loaded with counter surfaces to serve all your guests. But it's super easy just going around the back there and prepping all your barbecue items and so forth, because if it's a full house, it's a little tougher going out these doors and then back around. So going out that back way does make things significantly easier. Look at the square footage of this covered patio. You'd have these your fans to keep the air moving back here. You have the beams, of course, lots of square footage to put all your seating spaces for your couches and your chaises and your armchairs or whatever else you want to do. You can gather around that fire pit. There is that little staircase I referred to moments ago. You have lots of counter space for service and a grill back here, so you can bring all your belongings, your veggies and your meats and whatever else, and pop them on the grill and not have to disturb all the folks over there going around the living space. Come out here and there is a very kind of just a smaller little pool here for dipping, just a wading pool that you can come cool off in the back. Admittedly, this is not a crazy over-the-top pool, but man, what a nice little touch back here. You can just dip in the pool, cool off. It's a really nice little touch back here. For a nice little patio space. It's beautiful, but let's be honest, the main attraction is going to be the views that we're going to be getting to in just a few moments on that second level and that third level, which, guys, I can't even wait to show you. It's beautiful. Of course, your fire pit with your stainless surround and that nice trim work done on that column there. It's beautiful. Nice yard. The big space in the yard really does make it feel very, very kind of spacious out there. You have, again, this beautiful view down into the living room from up beyond the banisters, the rails, and so forth on the second level. And we're going to check out the rest of the house here. We have some bedrooms on the first level. You have a guest quarters down on this side of the house, and there's a conservative room. Of course, all the space that you would need. I mean, if, again, having 5 beds in a home does give you quite a bit of flexibility. The main owner suite is on the second level, and I can't wait to show you. There's this awesome patio that you walk out onto the deck, and they finished it off with curtains, and you can actually close it off if you want to, and a lot of privacy. Just a beautiful, beautiful view from up there. So they finished out this space here with this nice frameless glass shower, and you have a nice seating area in there, stainless finishes on all of your hardware, more than enough space in these closets. So just something to know that this community is actually so Comanche Trail is not far from a world famous restaurant called the Oasis, and the Oasis is known for multiple decks. So the restaurant, it just serves American food. They serve some really good stuff, ribs, burgers, and all these other things. Started off as a very humble restaurant, and man, I think one year, I don't know the whole details, but it got struck by lightning a long time ago. Gosh, it must have been maybe 17 years ago now, or 18 years ago. I got struck by lightning, and after that they rebuilt, and when they did, they just went crazy and added all these incredible decks and all of these things, and it just exploded as far as growth, not from the fire, but exploded from growth after they rebuilt it. And now it is just amazing, and it sits on top of this rim that overlooks Lake Travis, and it is absolutely stunning. And this property is close to this and all the things in the area. It's not too far from Highway 620, which takes you down to Lakeway or Westlake, and of course back into Northwest Austin. So proximity to town is really convenient, and it's just really a great spot. It is, I mean, when you get into these communities where you have these crazy high lake views and they're just stunning views, there's going to be an expectation that you should have around commuting, because they're just not in town. They're a little bit outside of town. This one does have really good proximity to town. It's not that bad getting in and out of here. Sometimes Lakeway and Westlake, you have to go way off the beaten path and small little roads that are windy, and that's just not that there is a windy road that gets to this one, but it's really, again, proximity wise, it's not too far from Austin. It's a really, really good location. So we're upstairs on this second level, the owner's suite, and you have a fridge in here. You have a sink in here. Of course, this is your owner's bath. Beautiful cabinets, two vanities. Of course, you have your column, your tower on the right with all your cabinets here, your cabinet doors. You have the chevron pattern on the floor. It looks like marble. These days, it's so hard to tell between quartz and marble, but I do believe this is natural stone marble. Of course, you have your frameless glass shower, the great setup here with your rain head and your handheld shower wands, and you have that little tile work in the wall there with the chair rail and all these things. You have your bench seating, which is great, and you have that soaking tub behind you. Super large bathroom space, and just a beautiful layout. I really thought this was pretty how they finished this out. Of course, you go out and there's like a little it's like a coffee station just outside the owner's bathroom, and with a refrigerator here, so you can put your drinks and whatever you need to in the space, and of course the large closet off the side. Now these sliders is what's going to open up to the first balcony. This balcony is stunning, engineered wood outside, and my goodness gracious, it only gets better from here, you guys. So the camera just does not do it justice whenever you're filming. It's just like, oh man, it just does not translate very well when you're filming. When you're standing there and you're just enjoying the views, there's 25, 30, 50 mile views. I have no idea. It is so beautiful. And the higher you get, the further it is. It's beautiful. So the third level is going to be like a bonus space that's upstairs, and you could do a number of things with it, and I'll show you when we get up there. So they have the metal material on the roof, and again, I'm not a roofer, but I will tell you that in my experience, roofs that are metal tend to last 30 to 50 years. You think asphalt shingle years are quoted up at 25 to 30 years if you get a good multi-dimensional or three-dimensional, but the metal roofs obviously are going to last you a lot longer because they're a much more sturdy and robust material. So you do have the his and hers closet in this bedroom. That is the traditional name. So you have the single or the first closet Just to your left here, which we're going to go in on the other side of that wall right there, is the second closet. So there's 2 closets in this owner's bedroom and lots of space for all of your storage needs. That cool little sink and fridge there, it's fun. And if you don't want to, if somebody's using the restroom or whatever, you can go in there, just wash your hands real fast, whatever you need to. Lots of functionality here in this space. And we're just going to keep on going. So now you're looking down into this living room here. I love the wood tones. That fireplace is just crazy high. I love how cool that looks. And they did a great job with the trim and the paint. Really made it lovely. Now we're starting to get a little bit, so there is the front, one of the estates that I mentioned, the neighbor just to the left of that. You'll be able to see in a moment that we're going to go in the guest bedroom. We're going to look out that, we're going to go up the stairs in the house, and just to the left of the estate across the street is a view down into the other side of Lake Travis that wraps around kind of the point, the geographical kind of point along the ground. So we get some views in one of the guest bedrooms here. Just beautiful. They just keep getting better and better, and a view into the yard. So lots of wonderful things to enjoy about this place. Another ensuite bedroom, of course. Really subtle tones, really subtle colors. Just absolutely beautiful. You know, we've been selling real estate in the greater Austin area for a long time, over a decade, almost a decade and a half, I think 13 years or so. And we've been top producers for a long time, which means that we're in the top, less than 1% of producers in the greater Austin area. And I only say that because it gives us access to a lot of properties. We see a lot of things, and we get to see some of the best when they come out the earliest. And it's just so awesome. And our colleagues have been so generous to allow us to come in and take video and display their properties and feature their listings, and it's just been such a blessing. So just again, thank you to Jeleser for letting me to come in and do this, but it's just such a blessing. And so, like, if you guys have questions about properties or you want to know something that's coming to the market soon, let me know. Chances are we're going to know about things that haven't even hit the market yet. We call them pocket listings or shadow inventory, and it really does help folks when they kind of maybe can get ahead of it. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the pantry space. Pretty large, pretty accessible too. Nice little spot, super convenient. It's going to be on that second level just outside the owner's suite. So definitely in the middle of the home is better when you have a 3-story. Being on the first level, you got to go up. On the second level, on the third level, you got to come down. So it's the best of both worlds for sure. So out that window there that we just passed in the middle of the stairway here, you could see views out the front, but we're going to go into the bedroom here on the top floor, and I'm going to show you this balcony, and you can see out to Lake Travis on the front side of the home. So French door set up here. Go out, there is a small front patio, just like a landing space that you can see. And I think I might zoom in here. I don't like zooming in, guys, unless there really is a view, because it's kind of jerky and it's hard to kind of do it where you're not like, whoa, what just happened? But you can zoom in and you can see just beyond that tree line there is the lake. And the lake right now, guys, is really low. We are in a little bit of a drought, and the rain has just been kind of ignoring us. We've been kind of asking rain to come, but it's just been saying no. And so we are waiting for the rain, but it has not started to come yet. But the lake level is down a little bit, but we normally see it quite a bit higher. And usually in the fall and in the spring, we get the rain, and it helps to recharge the aquifers and get the lake levels back up. Here is that full bath that supports the bedroom upstairs, and also the bathroom that supports that bonus space right here. So here is this bonus space that you could do a ton with: ping pong tables, movie theater, whatever it is. I had closed this door right before I came up here, but the wind kind of blew. I didn't secure the right side door, and it blew it open. But guys, let's just check this out. This is absolutely stunning. This is beautiful. You can see views all the way out. So Lake Travis is down, and that is one of the kind of the arms that breaks off of Lake Travis. You can see here, and it goes out and behind this home, which again you can't really see with my camera, but just beyond the home that's to the left, right in front of the camera here, is even more of the water that you can see when you're standing there. It's hard to see in the camera, but you can definitely see it when you're standing there. And it is just absolutely lovely. The views here, again, just one of a kind, very stunning. I want to say this is the highest point on the hill. This house is taller than I think any of the ones around it. So it's really, really lovely. And look at the size of the yard. It's beautiful. So when you pan over, you can see even more houses toward the end. So more view to the left. It really is a 180-degree panoramic view all the way around, and just absolutely stunning. I've seen, so in Jonestown, not too far from where this is, just past between Cedar Park and Lago Vista, just north of Cedar Park, or north of Austin, there's a small little kind of town called Jonestown, also in Lake Travis. And there was this one house I saw one time at the very top of this like lonely little hill. The drive in was kind of terrifying, narrow road and so forth. But that was the only other time I've seen views. It was like almost 300 degrees, but this really is kind of one of a kind. Just a beautiful, not just because the views are amazing, but they are, but also because of how the house is built to really just accentuate the views. And they put those decks out there. They made the house 3 stories, and just a great plan. Also a very stately, beautiful kind of modern farmhouse finish in the front. That elevation in the front of the house, just beautiful job. So here you have your 2 kind of cabinets. You have a sink on one side, cabinets on the other with the fridge. Just really just the perfect entertaining space up here. I mean, can you imagine all your friends coming? You come out, maybe you have like a little wine gathering, and you have everybody just kind of pouring out into that upper deck there. I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful layout. I mean, it's a really smart plan. So just kudos to the builder of this property. Kudos to the kind of the design team. Maybe they're all in one, but they just nailed it. So excellent job. You really did a wonderful kind of layout on this property. It just accentuates the views, and you really did the most with the property, the lot, and everything, situating it, creating the plan. It really is beautiful. So excellent job. And also it's very tempting to try to get the price even higher than 2.2 million. So the fact that they're offering it at 2.25, I think it was a little bit higher initially, but they adjusted just a little bit. No, it was actually 2.25 the whole time. So yeah, just a great job getting that listed, and at a price point in a crazy area surrounded by just stately, properties, just beautiful properties, keeping that price at right where it is. And man, what a gorgeous, gorgeous property. So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time to walk through this. Now, just so you know, at the end of this video, YouTube is going to make a couple of recommendations. They're going to pop up 2 videos for you that you can select. And I encourage you to pick one. Check it out. And you can see just how, you can just see kind of what we're doing with this channel, how the different types of videos that we're putting out. And we want to engage with you. So bringing you back in just real quick, I'm going to show you this garage. There is kind of a storage nook off the garage, and you can use it for any one of your needs, but it is under stair storage, so you can just pop in, store whatever you need to, of course, in that space. So unfinished floor, that concrete finish, beautiful finish, and beautiful finish to this room with that white paint and all your trim and so forth in that garage. So yeah, perfect access right into the front of the house. So, but again, yes, YouTube is going to make a couple of recommendations. I do recommend you pick one of them. Yeah, check out what we've got going on. We'd love to have you. And again, consider subscribing. We would love to have you as a part of our YouTube community. And we drop 3 videos a week. That is our goal, and we are growing like crazy. I remember not long ago, I asked people, hey, do me a favor in the comments, tell us where you're from when you're watching this. We had people from Haiti, we had people from Trinidad, Africa, the Philippines, all over the US. It was insane. And what an encouragement to see so many people from all over the world participating in our video, joining our family. It was amazing. So guys, look at this beautiful house, guys. What a great design. What a great plan. Now, of course, it's not an appropriate video without drone footage, so we wanted to make sure to get you some really good footage to really demonstrate the views, the location, the access, all the things that this amazing property has going on. It truly is one of a kind, and I highly recommend you guys take a look at it. And if you need any questions answered, definitely hit me up. I think it's it's absolutely a diamond in the rough. Beautiful property here. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for just joining me on this tour. It is my joy and my blessing. If you have questions about properties, hit me up. Not just this one, but anyone. We serve the greater Austin area. And I have a whole team dedicated to serving your needs so that we can continue to bring you amazing content like this. Thank you again for your time. You guys are awesome, and I will be honored to have you join us on the next one.